Alright, fellas, here's the scenario. You've been working on a big ol' open world for a little bit. You've done a whole bunch of terrain painting, and you've even placed some objects, maybe some NPCs, right? And then you decide you want your world to be on an island. You don't want it to terminate at the edges here in a big square video game grid-like fashion. So, what you need to do is lower the edges here to make a coast, right? But oh, look at that. That's not how deep I want the ocean to be, and Unity won't let me make the terrain go past 0. Rather than delete everything and redo all of my terrain and stuff from scratch, what you should do, by the way, if my terrain area over here looks at all different, it's because I have the terrain tools, an official Unity package installed. Anyways, what you want to do is go to your raise or lower terrain brush here, set your brush strength to, let's just say 10. If you can't set it higher than 1, it might be because the max is at 1 by default, so just change the max to 10 there. Same thing with the brush size, but we're going to make it 5,000. And now, when we mouse over the terrain, also make sure you select an alpha with no fall off. We don't want any fall off here. We want to preserve the terrain that we currently have. So we go here and we can just click right in the middle there. Everything's moved up more or less evenly. Not quite totally, because you can see there's a little bit of, pixels there at the end, but that's totally fine for me because I'm going to turn the very edges into coast anyways. If you don't want to do that, just make the brush size even bigger and it'll be fine. Now, though, all of our stuff is underground, so what you're going to want to do is select everything, and then we're going to right-click on it. This is shift clicking, by the way, in the hierarchy. If you don't know, click on something, go below it, shift click, select everything. Right-click on it, create an empty parent, and then we can just uniformly raise everything up together like so by moving our new empty parent there. And we can do we can type in an adjustment if we need to. I think these goblins were slightly off the ground. It's not necessarily the most precise thing in the world, but you get the point. Now we can go ahead and shift click on everything there again, clear parent, delete that empty game object if you want to. That's not strictly necessary. You can click on one of our terrains, go back to our brush here. Let's make our values much lower. And now we can start painting in a coastline. Obviously, that's a little extreme there. I'm just gonna speed up adjusting our little coastline here real quick. Alright, there we go. Now, if you wanted to, and I'll probably fiddle with this whole bunch, but you could essentially reverse the operation too, and do the same thing if you want everything to be a bit closer to the coast. You can just reselect everything and then control click and lower it a few times, like so. And then same thing, make everybody have a parented empty there, and you can just drag that down till it's where you want it, like so. I strongly recommend getting both Vegetation Spawner and the Procedural Terrain Painter from Staggered Creations on the Asset Store. They'll let you texture by slope and height and do the same for adding in trees and grass. They're both free and really, really useful for making terrains in Unity. Slap together some quick water and you are in business. Thanks for watching. I hope that was helpful, and I hope you have a lovely rest of your day.